kututoa chini mavumbini, maana kila mtu alitukata, ila Mungu akatukumbatia. Je, ni nani angeweza kutuinua, kutuweka juu? Maana kila mtu alitukata, ila Mungu akatuinua. Je, ni nani angeweza kutupatia nafasi? Maana kila mtu alikata, ila Mungu aka
no ndena mamwambĩrĩria wa wĩra ũyũ, ndanogagio nĩ niĩ ndiũĩ gũgakĩ atĩa. No ndena mamwambĩrĩria wa wĩra ũyũ, ndanogagio nĩ niĩ. Nĩ gũkena na kũgoca ihinda rĩrĩa mũrema hĩndĩ matananoga. Nĩ gũkena na kũgoca ihinda rĩrĩa mũrema hĩndĩ matananoga. Manene manene maũndũ matarĩ monwo, Mwathani mũnene nĩmanekĩte manene. Manene maũndũ matarĩ monwo, Mwathani mũnene. Nĩ gũkena na kũgoca ihinda rĩrĩa mũrema hĩndĩ matananoga. Nĩ gũkena na kũgoca ihinda rĩrĩa mũrema hĩndĩ matananoga. Nĩ gũkena na kũgoca ihinda rĩrĩa mũrema hĩndĩ matananoga. Nĩ gũkena na kũgoca ihinda rĩrĩa mũrema hĩndĩ matananoga.
kutoka. Ukisema umetoka, hata kama ulala, kuna kulala. Hakuna kulala. Raha duniani. Ndio raha duniani. Hakuna kutoka kwende uwakumbushe tena. Siku ya furaha. Kuna dansi. Welcome. Hata hiyo mnaidani translation. Yani mnapendana. Yani mwanja iwe. Haya, naomba tukae. At least mumefanya mazoezi. Wale ambao mnanishinda steps mnajielewa.
So this Keti, have a seat.
I don't know how many of us are happy to be here. For now, let me not talk. We'll just pray and then we'll continue. We'll do the talking later. But it's so good to see you. So good to see you, Mom. Yeah, let's believe and pray. Father, we thank you. We worship you and we glorify your holy name. Thank you, God, for this beautiful day that you prepared for us to celebrate our colleague, our boss, and our friend. How we pray that, God, as we start, may you be with us. May your name be exalted. May all go well, O dear Lord. And may we all live to remember this day. In Jesus' name we do believe and pray. Amen.
Unajua hatuwezi ongea kama chakula haijaingia kwa mwili, and we must eat. Mr. Wainoko, you are the one who has made it possible for us to come to this hotel. I've never been here. This is my first time in the history of my life that I'm here in this hotel. I'm requesting that the high table remains seated, we will have you served. That we are programming again. DJ, give us music. We do not want to be bored, even kidogo. Hivyo ongeza volume. Yule ana complain masikio inauma, aende home. I know in 2013, Mr. Wanyoko had very nice hair, which we used to envy. But surprisingly, the hairline started moving backwards until there is no hair left in the hair. But the wisdom he carries with him is quite a lot. He has been the director attached to audio department from around 2013 when we moved to the Senate. We've been consulting with him. He has been guiding us. Anything that is required by the Hansard for transcription, anything required to be produced as evidence in court, it used to pass through Mr. Wanyoko. As I stand here right now, we do not have anybody from the managerial area who is attached to the audio department. Madam EG, give us another Wanyoko. The soonest, so that there is no gap left in between. Thanks for those who are standing here, like Denver. But it has to be official so that we have a smooth transition. Mr. Wanyoko, as you go home, you have not retired. Actually, it is now that we realize that we need you more than we needed you when you were with us. Because we will always call Mama, don't be. Usiseme kwa nini is answering calls from Parliament. We need to consult with him every time. Actually, that's what we do. I am sure I don't finish like a month without speaking to the former director, Mrs. Gladys Ndega, just to check her, which is good. Just call her randomly, say a word, ask her how she is doing, because you know tomorrow we are also exiting. We will not work in Parliament forever. Everything has a season which does not last forever. If I'm given a chance to speak about whatever, I will speak until the cows come home. Now that we don't have cows in Nairobi, I want to stop right there and wish Mr. Wanyoko a happy stay at home. Be very close to your family. Nowadays are going to be great friends. Mend your fences with your boys because they will be your brothers. Yeah. And then your daughters and your wife will be your sisters. Thank you and may God bless you.
Asante sana kwa kuwepo. Wakati chini wewe chini vizuri kama
Mr. Wanyoko and his family, Madam E.G., our management, and my fellow colleagues, good evening. My name is Pauline Imali. I am standing here to give my speech on behalf of the reporters, the Scale 9 reporters, and I'm also standing in for Beryl. I kind of thank God that she's not here because as a reporter, having listened to Senator Cherarki, I was on end. I have vocabulary that I have been wanting to put in use that today is the day. So, we are gathered here in this auspicious moment to celebrate Mr. Wanyoko's retirement. And he has been magnanimous enough to attend this occasion because we will be here all alone. I would like to say that during my retirement, their time in work, I want to be dancing like that when it's my time. Mr. Wanyoko, my best memories of Mr. Wanyoko is when I was new in Talis. You know, when you're new in a workplace, you're as confused as a new chick. And among the chaos and the confusion, you will hear Mr. Wanyoko say, Miss Imali, itakuwa sawa, it will be okay. You know, he has this calm. All of you will agree that he has this calming voice. The only time you will know Umedoka is when he says, I want to say this. Unajua kubaya. Mr. Wanyoko, as you're exiting service, as you're going for your retirement, with no dear colleagues, no alarm clocks, and may this email find you where you're not going to be writing that. I'm wishing you happiness. I'm wishing you peace. I'm wishing you enjoy your retirement with your grandchildren and your children. And you create memories that you will forever enjoy. Thank you.
Don't ask me how I know, please. But I can confirm he's a very good dancer. Don't ask me how I know. Thank you. So the next person I'm going to invite kindly, Fred. I'm sure mzee rafiki yangu. Tande no.
Thank you, DJ. It's a good moment for all of us to be here today. Mr. Wanyoko, the chief guest, and family, we are glad to have you today. We are glad to see you around, and especially for our chief guest, it's good to see you doing well and healthy, and we thank God for all that. All the guests around, colleagues, my name is Fred Werimo. I am stepping in for a colleague who is not able to be around, and so I'm here to make some remarks on behalf of first level editors. Let us just see by them standing up, the first level editors who are around kindly, be upstanding. Yes, thank you, colleagues. A good number of them. I will make some few remarks concerning our chief guest, just by just recalling when we joined Bunge a few years back. We found, and I would say, a lean Hansard staff. That time there were just about 5 officers who were doing the reporting, and then we had Mr. Wanyoko here, Mr. Ondigi, and the Hansard editor. We found them allocated some small office, and so because of the issue of space, I think they had to find a way of accommodating us. And so they squeezed their desks so that we could all fit in. So after some time, we were given desks, but I think we had an issue of computers. So we would wait for any available computer so that we also start doing work. And I want to thank Mr. Wanyoko enormously because his desk was my soft spot. You know, Kina Tom also doing reporting, Kina Stacy, Nyawira, Kiberas, they also reporters at that time. And so the only person I would want to use their desk is either Mr. Wanyoko or Mr. Ondigi, because I think at that time they were doing editing. So being new in Bunge, and you know you have to perform, sometimes I would even wish, or rather just pray that Wanyoko maybe goes home early so that I get somewhere to. This is how I would think in Luya. Si Wanyoko endeko nyumbani leo mapema. And gladly, sometimes, somehow God hears your prayers, and Wanyoko says, Welimo, today I'm going home, now you can use my desk. So I would go there, jump to his desk, so that I also begin working. Of committees. You know, in the Hansard we have audio department, we have committee services department, and then we have plenary services department. So Mr. Wanyoko was the one in charge of committees. And then I happened to be given some roles regarding committee work. So I would do committee rota when there were urgent requests or other requests, sometimes CPAC, which we just do constantly under his guidance. I want to tell you that at times it was not so good, because when you are in the Dutch bucket of committees, sometimes there's some fire somewhere which you might not be able to see. Remember, we are doing CPAC and we have other requests. So sometimes, you know, as the person doing the rota, sometimes colleagues will look at you and feel like it's you calling for work for us. And so there were points I would talk to Mr. Wanyoko here. We have CPAC, we have a request, and then on top of a request, we have another urgent request. So Mr. Wanyoko is like, tell them not to do the other one, let them focus on this one. But I'm like, how do I start that, sir? So at times, I would maybe think ahead of him, and no, Mr. Wanyoko is going to tell me to make this communication. So sometimes I used to play smart. He tells me to distribute the work, and I jump the gun. I said, yes, I'm going to do it, but I kindly do that communication. Just make sure that you inform officers that they have to give this work priority, so that perhaps the bullets are directed to him. And gladly enough, he will do that for me. So which kind of a boss will take instructions from a junior officer? Are you seeing that? Yes, I'm giving him instructions, and gladly, because he also wants to save me from the situation. So I thank you, Mr. Wanyoko, for that, sometimes stepping in when things did not look so good. In the course of our work, I think I have enjoyed working under or with Mr. Wanyoko. The way he gives instructions so clearly, very understanding. Sometimes we have a request urgently, and then maybe it's me who has not delivered my portion. You know, in the Hansard we have portions. It's a whole chain. So if a portion is missing, then perhaps you could be the weakest link. So I will tell him, sir, because of this and this, I have not been able to do that work. Then he will talk, he will encourage me, he will understand, he will give me timelines. And then we have also had assignments that I worked closely under him, giving instructions and doing some follow-up to make sure that all is just going on well. And so, as a person, I think it was a good moment interacting with Mr. Wanyonko. Even in the course of doing work, you know the way sometimes you do your work and then as we have leaders in the Hansard, maybe Tom is not around. By that time, Tom was in the Hansard Senate. Tom is not around. Then Mr. Wanyonko say, that work that you are supposed to send to Tom, just send it to me. So you do your work, then you forward it to him. He's going to go through. Then at that time, we used to mostly operate from the office before COVID. And so sometimes he would call me, and then we have a discussion over the work. Sometimes there's a time they moved to Ukulima at some point, and then he would give me a call. So if I just see a call from Mr. Wanyonko, then I know that is none other than Matters work. So he would tell me, I've gone through your work, you're doing well, you're doing this right, you're doing this right. However, you need to improve here and here. And that's how I kept on learning from Mr. Wanyonko. As a person, there are two things that Mr. Wanyonko taught me, which I will forever remember in the course of my doing work. Two things that stood out for him. It's something that members are fond of talking about, and he made an observation. He opened my eyes on that point. He said, you know, members can just, they want to say, they are actual expressions, but you know the right way to do it is this and this. So, Bwana Wanyonko, for those two issues, I'm very grateful. They keep on coming, even currently, something that members like saying, but I'm glad Bwana Wanyonko was able to put me on the right path, because at times I will be carried away by members. They have said this, so I'm just studying the way they did. But he corrected me, and it's something that for the officers I've been in a position to do their work, I've also passed them down. So thank you, sir, for that, those instrumental insights. You see the knowledge you have, you pass down, and it will keep on cascading down and down. So we thank you for that. I can see the timekeeper is looking at me in a manner likely to suggest. So I am not going to make many more remarks other than to just wish our chief guest here well. It has been good serving under your leadership. But how I wish perhaps time would have been extended. Madam E.G., I don't know if there's a clause you can bring in to extend time a little bit, because hardly 1 year under his leadership. So as officers under him, we are just trying to now get used to his style of doing things, what he wants us to do and all that. And before you now begin aligning, he's already on the terminal leave. But anyway, that is fate. Perhaps we have no control, but it's also something good for you. So just wish you all the best. I can see here you have a lovely family. As you stay together, please, family members, give him all the support he wants. You know, when he was working, he used to take care of you. So now it's time for you to now take care of him. Okay? Thank you so much.
Because I called him by name. Otherwise, I would have taken all your minutes. So allow me to invite the next presenter. As I do so, Madam E.G., we notified PBU during around noon that we might need their services. And you can see how they responded, and they have come to cover this event. So we really appreciate. Rather than Jenga, thank you also for coming. You still remain one of us all the time. My sister Catherine, how come I can't see?
Now that nimeletwa na gospel, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Praise God. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Do we have Muslims around? Assalamu alaikum. Mr. Wanyoko, or Sir George as we used to call you, your family, Madam E.G., our acting director, and everyone, my colleagues, and all the guests, good evening. My name is Catherine Gadura. As I was coming in, I saw Sir George with his family, and I knew it's a surprise. So I had to walk facing this side so that they don't get to see me. I'm sure if they saw me, they thought I have a neck problem or something, because I was just facing this other side. But yes, it's a beautiful day. You all look beautiful, even the men. Yeah, it's like you knew PBU is coming. Yeah, we are here to celebrate Mr. Wanyoko. And now that I'm standing here on my own behalf, I'll give a personal story. When I was about to leave National Assembly for the Senate, I had voices in my head telling me, you need to go to the Senate. And they were so loud. As soon as I succeeded and came to the Senate, those voices were silent. And for some weeks, I wasn't sure. You know, those other voices that will tell you, oh, you made a mistake to come to the Senate. Around that time, Mr. Wanyoko called me to his office. I don't know whether it's sheer coincidence or he just felt he needed to talk to me. So I went to Kulima, 9th floor, where I used to sit with Tom. He talked to me about everything and everything. That's the time I learned about how Wanyoko is a family man. He talked about his family. There must be a lady who is a lawyer here. I don't know who, but he kept talking about his family, talked about work, encouraged me, talked about savings, investment. He even told me to see his car and told me how he bought it. He advised me like a father would. From that day, I felt safe in the Senate because of him. Like that's the day I decided this is where I am and this is where I belong. You've been a father to us. I doubt there's anyone who's seen Mr. Wanyoko mad. You know, like he's always smiling. Even when he's talking about serious stuff, he will always smile. When you've made a mistake, I think he was the first person. When I made a few mistakes when I came in, he would call me and talk to me like a father. I really appreciate that. You are the reason I stayed firm in the Senate. You guided me in how I should do my work, and I really appreciate. Mr. Wanyoko also is a man who knows how to leave the dance floor. The leader who knows when to leave. Literally also. But at the beginning of this year, he started to disengage. Like he allowed other people to lead. He wasn't there all the time. But as I speak about dance floor, I've seen all of us dance. No one can beat him while he's still in the dance floor. Like he knows how to go down, and I can put to a test. If we are allowed to dance, whoever will win against him, I'll give them a prize. But I know you know the 48 laws of powers. You can't beat your master. Anyway, thank you very much. I want us to raise a toast for Sir George. You've been a kind boss to us, a gentle giant, very firm, yes, but in a very kind way. I know your family is ready to receive you. By the way, family, he used to talk about you. He loves you. So just to know, take care of him, like he was thinking about you all the time. I want us to raise a glass to give a toast to the newest CEO of relaxation, as I will call him. Raise your toast. I'm being reminded it doesn't have drinks, but You know the drinks will come when I'm not the one on the stage. Just raise your glass to the best boss that we've had. Happy retirement, Sir George. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathleen. I'll make sure you take that toast. Please keep in mind, for those who came to Parliament a bit early, they know that we had one Hansard. And there are people that who have been we worked with. Wakati Hansard ilikuwa
Habari zenu. 30 years ago, I came from the village. I had never heard about the Hansard. Literally, that nobody has ever spoken to me about the Hansard. And I learned in the hands of Wanyoko. And he had a lot of sleepless nights because I would ask him, why would you toil the whole day to do this Hansard? What is it for? But Wanyoko, today I can tell you I found an answer that I'll share with you later. Thank you so much for being my big brother. He treated me so well that I became the Hansard. Hansard and me, we are together, we are same. So thank you so much. I found a brother. I never had a brother, so when I came to Bunge, I found a brother, literally a brother. And his family were my family members. I have raised these children. So I honestly don't know what to say today because, yeah. But there are 5 things I've learned from Wanyoko that are very deep in my soul. One of it is that he's such a good listener. Even when you come from the village with matope and you don't know your way around, he doesn't judge you. He sits, he listens, and he guides you. Is that true? Those who found Wanyoko in the 90s, some of you are not born. And then he honors his friends. Wanyoko is so big on friends, very big. But before you get to friends, family. I think Wanyoko's life is family. And if you sit with Wanyoko, 2 minutes will not be over. Before you know Mudhoni, Kido, Mwigai, na Mama Muso. If you sit with Wanyoko to have coffee, you will not leave before he tells you about Mama Muso. So Mama Muso, we honor you today. You have made Wanyoko who he is and the children. I stand here on behalf of myself and my whole family members. They said a lot of good wishes to Uncle Wanyoko. They could come today because they're doing different things. And another thing I learned about Wanyoko is that keep your family close. Institutions deceive us, that we are big in institutions, we are CEOs, so we forget that mix of family. But Wanyoko has done it so well. He has mixed the two. He's a good officer and he's also a good family man. And he also taught me to do the right things, even when everybody else is going south. When we were in the Hansard, it wasn't a nice place to be. Those of you who were there, we were so underworked, we were frustrated, all those things, all those vocabularies that I would use to describe that. But Wanyoko became the light in the storm. So when we are complaining, we are lamenting, we are saying, oh, Parliament that, Parliament what? But Wanyoko became the safe place to be. So he taught us that even when the wave is going south, just do the right things. Because there's a reward to people who do the right things. It's funny, Parliament, Wanyoko, you leave it at a point where I don't know whether we still believe in any reward in doing the right thing. I honestly don't know if in Parliament we believe that there's a reward for doing the right thing. But Wanyoko, you taught, those ones you taught, we will spread word, and I know many of us here have learned at his feet, and he's a good teacher. Thank you so much for being my brother. Always for life. Huwezi toka hapo. Asanteni sana.
Sahau kazi. Hii kazi tutaacha hivi, when I came, you guys were operating systems, we were doing things. they left, also now almost handing over to the next generation, and that is life. We move on to the next phase of our life. Allow me to recognize also Margaret Denga. Margaret Denga has worked with us from 2013. 2013 when we started the summit. What? 207. Oh, okay. So thank you so much. So at this point, Brayo.
Sunday is chief guest, Mr. Wanyoko and family, Madam AG, DC. Colleagues, good evening. It's difficult to summarize our experiences over the years, Mr. Wanyoko, but I'll try to just highlight a few. And one of them is what Mr. Njoroge mentioned, the G-touring. And I remember the Michuki rules. I think it was around 20, when they set in. It was a nightmare to get public means to and from work. And Mr. Wanyoko was gracious enough. We were staying along Thika Road, both of us, and he would always look for me in the morning. Are you ready? We leave for work. And I found that to be very kind of him. He's a very kind man, and throughout the years, he has always been a big brother. So I remember fondly the G-touring. I wish you had kept it a little longer. So asante sana Wanyoko for the kindness. You've always also been very approachable among all officers. Whenever you are in trouble, he's easily available. You can call him, and if he's not available on the phone at that moment, he'll call back always. Find out what the issue was. Mr. Wanyoko is also a good investor, especially Mambo Migunda. And we'll always never fail to remind you, to advise you along that line. So even as it transitions to citizenship, senior citizenship, I'm sure he's still a good consultant if you need some kind of investment in terms of land, property. Mr. Wanyoko has been a good boss. As I've said, he's an easy man. Even when there's pressure in terms of work, you'll never find him, like, you will always be at ease whenever you met him. Atakwambia, relax, hii kazi huwa haiishi, so take it easy. So whenever there was pressure, by talking to him, you feel everything is okay. So as we transition to senior citizenship, I can wish you good health. And you have a good family. You're also a very good family man. You always talk about your family. That's what I can attest to. So I know you're in good hands. And let's keep in touch. It's not the end. Tumeachana kiofisi, but let's maintain the relationship. So thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, Kibera-san. There's some collection that we had them. All the people that we were working those time doing tapes, that time we were not recorders. We recorded.
Thank you, DJ. If you keep playing music for people like me, I may decide to retire and go to politics because they are the only people I see being entertained like that. Good evening, colleagues. Madam AG, Ndigi, the family of Wanyoko. Karibuni sana, congratulations. Wanyoko has been a great friend of mine. Not just a friend, but a brother to me. This family is very well known to me. We've grown up with them in Rongai. So I can attest to the fact that they are good people. Now, when it comes to dancing, we were once in Kisumu with Wanyoko, and then we entered a contest to dance. I'm telling you, my leg almost got broken, and he won. But my brother can warn you this time, I'm going to the gym, so I'll challenge you to another dance. Yeah, if I was to talk about Wanyoko, as a colleague, there are so many things I would say. And maybe these 5 minutes we are being given will not be enough. Because our life started with Wanyoko in university. We were all, though he was ahead of me, but we were in Egerton with him. And Onigi and Jeff, we were all in Egerton. And we managed to come to Parliament, all of us. So we really have a big history together. In fact, I will be feeling lonely because most of the people that I was employed with are leaving. One of them is Wanyoko. Wanyoko, I'm already feeling lonely. So I may not have so much to share with others, but I will just catch up. And I'm sure very soon I'll be following you. So colleagues, there are just a few take-homes. A few take-homes for you people from Wanyoko. They may bite you a bit, but they are the real truth. Number one, Wanyoko encouraged us when we started to get mortgage loans. We were among the first people to get those houses. So amongst you, build homes early, rural or urban. Musifikiri mko na miaka mingi sana. Just recently we used to call Kina Mary, Kina Brian, new reporters. But now, look at them. We used to refer to them as new reporters. So build a home early. And then after work, go home. Don't live at work all the year. Like leave. Wanyoko loved his life very much. Ikifika wakati wa leave, anaenda. Kama ni Saturday, yuko kwake. But you find some of us, hata hamuna kazi ya kufanya on Saturday, muna hover tu around bunge. So learn to be in your homes also. And that is why he has a great family here, because he lives with them. Then another take home, stop chasing promotions. Wanyoko never chased a promotion. Zilikuwa zinakuja tu. As time comes, zinakuja tu. And mimi pia sijawahi fukuza promotion. They just come. So stop chasing promotions in kazini. Like wacha zikuje zenyewe. Then avoid office gossip. Mimi na Wanyoko kama tungekuwa na maneno, we just call you na tunakuambia. But kukaa chini kwanza kugossip huko chini chini, you must avoid it. If you get to gossip with someone, then ujue mko na shida fulani kidogo. Then another take home. There are very many take homes I've learned from Wanyoko. Never compete with your boss. Mkubwa wako ni mkubwa. Na mpe nafasi yake afanye kazi. Another thing, have a side income. The way Brian has said it, Wanyoko was an investor. So start early. Hawa kamshahara ni kadogo, don't think it is very big. Though you have a good employer, but answer aside, do some side hustle and you will survive. Another thing, save automatically. And then borrow to invest. Usiende Bukoso kuchukua ya kwenda kukula raha. Borrow to invest. Then another one, keep your life private. Sio tu mambo yote unasema sema. There are people who may not like what you're doing, There are people who may make you collapse. Another thing which we used to do with Wanyongo and Brian, there is a canteen in Bunge. Kuna watu wanamkanga asubuhi, wanaenda hapo, saa 7 wako hapo, wengine wanapiga simu niwekee fish. Wanyongo taught me that Tom learn sometimes tunaenda tu kutafuta food, mnakula. So that you are not very much dependent on your employer. Wengine hata ikikosa, if that food lacks, I'm sure you will go on strike. It may not work. You are even lucky you have parking. Another thing Wanyongo used to tell me, wakati there are these celebrations and there is that notice, learn to park your car in town and pay. But watu wengine, they will really make noise. How we have no parking today. So those are take homes from George. Then start your projects while in employment. And then don't become a retirement warning story. Usiogope retirement. Juzi we went somewhere. We went to attend a colleague's funeral in Western, and we passed to see another colleague's mother. The mother retired 30 years ago. She was a teacher, and she was just still strong and cheerful. So msiogope retire, so that when it comes, sasa unaanza kuuliza contract. Be prepared. The moment you are employed, know that you will retire. George knew very well he retired. He used to tell me always, Tom, unajua tunaenda. So that that is why someone said here, it was Wawerimo, that he prepared early, and for, I think 6 months, he started to leave work to other people. So you don't work till the last day. Just take your leave and go. Then another thing, take time. We used to do it with Wanyongo. Ukisha chapa hiyo kitu kabisa, take time, take a walk. So don't hover just in Parliament. Take a walk in town and come back and work. So, I'm only happy that I keep seeing you, and we have a lot to share. A lot to share in common. So congratulations, George. You're a great man. Asanteni.
Director of Institute Services.
Thank you. You're speaking there. Good evening, everyone. Madam Eunice Kishangi, Deputy Clerk, our chief guests this evening, Mr. and Mrs. Wanyongo and your lovely family. It's good to see you. Where do I start? I have known this family for the longest time. I knew these people here when they were shorter than me. You can imagine. Yeah? And now they are all taller than me. So I got to interact with Mr. Wanyongo right after I was employed in Parliament. And like someone has said, it used to interest me in the issue of plots. You know, there's like a plot somewhere here, you can look at it. Yeah? And also, before I got my first mortgage, you'd also talk to me about you need to take a mortgage, and even give me hands up on where there were properties that were actually being sold, so that at least I get to invest in a mortgage as early as possible. And thank you so much George, because I actually got to do that quite some time back out of your encouragement. And we used to talk a lot. Of course, like everybody else has said, family was always very important. And we would discuss about the challenges we were having in parenting. Our daughters are age mates, and so I got to know Mudoli quite a long time ago, before she even went to Form 1. And then there was the celebration of the graduation, which was, by then you made your parents very happy. You know, I remember they invited me for the graduation party, and there was mass, and it was a beautiful celebration, and everybody was very happy. So you know, you could tell the idea of that family really matters to him. Yeah, and he also talked to me about Mama all the time, and how she was doing in her work, and of course there was a link between my sister would come in and assist in some areas at the workplace. I think just getting to know you and as a family, and how you actually, you'll always find the opportunity to actually update on what's happening at the family front. Because I remember later after my daughter, who is Modoni's age mate, graduated, and I forgot to invite you for the graduation. Like, why didn't you invite me? I did not have a reason. I don't know. I think it just escaped my mind anyway. But we really appreciated the fact that family is very important to you, and I could tell even from those early days and up to a few weeks ago, when I think about 2 weeks ago when we met and we were discussing retirement matters, and you're very excited. You told me how you're going on holiday after you retire with friends. I think that social network is really important for you when you're getting out onto retirement. And I really admire that, because it tells that you're prepared for your retirement. You're very well, you're psychologically ready to make the next move. And I saw it, you know, we have people who, when they're given the notice to retire by Lilian Wata, they get very upset. You know, it's like Lilian is the one who has decided, Skuzako Zimeisha, you have to go. But George took it very well, because I know for a fact that he was prepared. He was doing something we call ABC. If I can be an advocate for ABC, because you need to be financially prepared for your retirement. And the pension on its own, the pension contribution alone, may not give you the kind of money that you are earning today if you do not do the addition of voluntary contribution. So let's learn from George. I know he was an advocate of ABC. He did quite some ABC. So as he goes home, he's happy. He knows he's going to be able to sustain his lifestyle out there into retirement. Yeah. Then the other thing that I really admire is, I think this also came from your predecessor, Gladys, that you make the transition very easy. You make it very easy for the people being left, because you do not hold onto the power until the last minute. You've taken your leave, you've let the others make their mistakes while you're still allowed to be consulted, and you also go on your terminal leave before the days are over. You know, we normally have so many people who go on retirement and they have like 200 leave days still unutilized, and they will work until the last minute. So I think the fact that you took the chance to actually handle your transition very well is something that is very admirable, and we hope more people can actually emulate that and make the transition quite easy. So as you make your transition, George, Mine is just to wish you well, to pray for God's blessings over you and your family, that is going to keep you healthy, is going to be with you, and bless you with a long life. Tunangojea grandchildren. Umesikia? To keep you busy, occupied. The grandchildren are blessings, so you have to bless your parents. So I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Mwadhoni si nini nimesema. Thank you, Margaret. A lot is being said about the Wanyoko, because there are some things that you do. Unatenda wema, unaenda zako, unafuata tu. Okay? So the next presenter is a person when you mention about the answer to do the camera, utapata feedback. Ukiuliza Shikuku alisema nini wakati anakumbusha ya mashamba, atakwambia Shikuku alisema nini. Ukimwambia juu ya George Anyona, that person will give you feedback. And fortunately also, he has also become my neighbor, a very good neighbor, and also a very prominent farmer. So allow me to kindly invite our deputy director, or its deputy director or acting director, Charles.
Thank you very much. The chief guest, Mr. George Kimani Wanyoko, Mama Mdhoni, na watoto wako wote and the colleagues, good evening. I want to be very brief because I have looked around. We have had 38 years of existence. The three of us also, Tom, Mr. Wanyoko and I, since 1988 at the National Youth Service, Gilgil, and then after at Egerton University. So I want to break this down so that I don't take a lot of time. First, I'm grateful that finally this day has come. Allow me to also convey to my colleagues why I have been postponing this function, because I was Mtu wa Mkono. The first time that we were supposed to have this ceremony, Mama Mdhoni fell ill and was indisposed for nearly 2 weeks. We are happy she's now up and running, and we wish you a quick recovery and a good health. So I could not be able to explain why I was postponing, but I am happy today we are here, and the day has actually arrived. I want first to thank the organizing team for this ceremony. They had to tell us which color to wear. Maybe some of us might not have fitted that description. And also thank Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit led by one Steve Nyakuti. At short notice, they were able to dispatch a team here to cover this memorable event. So I want to say some few things and then read you some message here that we have worked with Mr. Wanyoko. After Egerton, we all went to Rift Valley again. He's in Kabukawa, that was the school. I was at Makonge High School, Siwa Sirikwa, Eldoret North. He was in Baringo. We met in Parliament. Now you remember that photograph that we are taken with one Johnston outside the Senate chamber, where we are emaciated. I hope we can post that and we see where I where we were. So we are happy that we have already come to this day, Madam DC and colleagues. It has taken time to be here, and we're happy. So I'll say a few things because most of the things have been said. First, I want to admit that the conflict of interest, sisi tunaitwa watu wa title, watu wa Mugonda. Where we give again in Nyandarua. Najua kwangu, najua kwake. So you can see the interest we have together. We still continue with that interest. So I want to say, it is honest, you won't feel the same without you in the office. You brought home human capital to that office daily. If you came to our office when you were consulting, you could walk to my office barefooted. Maggie, take your scenario when you're in the kitchen. Do you wear suits? That's how we do. And I wish that all our hands and officers are put in a central place where they can be able to bond, consult. He comes over to my office, I go to his office, we take tea from my office. We are serving with one catch or not two. So we have had that bond and the resilience, having gone through the National Youth Service for 3 months. We have survived the system until where we are, and we tell people where we started, Madam DC. The salary was around 1,500 a month. Can that buy you one round at the high table? So we have survived until where we are now. So you will always remember those good moments that we used to consult our complicated issues. If it is a procedural gap in the chamber, sometimes we used to bring it to the attention of the clerks at the table. I remember the then SDC, before that was scrapped, Madam Consolata Munga said, Charles, wapatie matokotani yao. Because the presiding officer sometimes becomes stubborn. He doesn't want to take the advice of the clerks at the table. So they have run through that. The others who are very stubborn. And we will consult, and a lot of our friends at the clerks at the table, there was a procedural gap here. Those complicated issues, we consulted together. We have worked together on various assignments. One of them is translating the standing orders from English to Kiswahili. I can see a big team here. There are 2 elites here, Kimungeno, Kiarie, Mr. Ungaro, Mr. Wanyoko, and I included. You call one time, we were in that Sawera hall. The clerks had Madam taken off, they were airborne. And we were left with Mr. Wanyoko to chair those sessions for a whole week. Until the then Senator Isaac Mwaura, asked, Mwanaume si utaanguka? Tulichikasa. Now we have I think the second version, Kanumsa Kurumsa Senate. Now I want to actually congratulate our team who made that work a success and challenge those who are in the Kiswahili best to do better, translate other documents than to rely on the past. Working with you made even the busiest day right. Those of us at the Senate, the worst time is impeachment. But we have worked through with Mr. Wanyoko and the team and also other staff, including the catering services. Because at that time, we require Mr. Masongo, we require services. So we consult very quickly, at short notice, if it was not planned for, we get meals for officers to ensure that the answer reports or the impeachment reports are ready, because we know there is a lawyer somewhere, strategically placed in a court waiting for that document. So we have worked under those strict timelines to deliver on our mandate. And I've talked about the issue of consultations. We still keep on in consulting even when it's outside there on a regular basis. It is difficult to say goodbye for a colleague who had become part and parcel of our routine life. We want to thank you for every moment we shared with you, and we will forever cherish those good moments together and the challenges that we faced. One, to assure you that one of the issues you left to me when you have been told, you started handing over to me from December. Sometimes, Nyawira will tell you, I feel so tired, I want to take some 2 days off. When George comes on Monday, say, Charles, I just think he was saying, I have 1, 2, 3 out there. You serve your brands. We have worked on that understanding, manage the transitions to where we are, and we will manage whatever transition is coming. So, your presence made a difference in ways you might not have realized. The team wouldn't be the same without you. We wish you success ahead as you transition to a senior citizen. In other developed countries, to quote India for example, they have a provision for senior citizens. Those senior citizens are given a voucher or a ticket they use in those SGR. They don't pay. I hope one day that our country will reach where we recognize those senior citizens. Equal on the same issue of recognition, this Committee on Awards and Honors does not recognize all these backroom boys and girls. By now, there should be some facing counter, and then those security officers say, Speedy hapa, Peter, I don't talk. I just pass pole to the other gate. Then you hear their seniors, do you know, by the way, you're a nani? So we don't go around posting or kutangaza sisi nani. We were given a job and we are believing that we do it to the best of our ability. So we missed more than you think, and we wish you good luck in everything that you do. On behalf of the Directorate and the colleagues seated here, I want to salute you, your family, who have stood for you, because as you join, when you join a new place, you join your job, you join with the family, you grow together with the family. As we fly out, they say safe journey back, to and back. If you are in Mpumalanga, where I left that 30th May, I have seen the officer in charge of police saying there will be no march in this Mpumalanga, where you are domiciled in your room, between the room and the parliament. So the family gets worried, will our king come back safely? So they grow.
Usiweke hiyo. Mzee anataka ile original kile alinjeke. Uko sawa? Kila mdogo.
Okay. Hamjambo nyinyi wote? Hamjambo tena? Nimefurahi sana kufika hapa. Kwanza my apologies. Tulikuwa na mkutano wa board ambayo imekaa mpaka saa hizi. Ndio imefanya nikakuja nikiwa nimechelewa. Madam Ichi, I'm very happy to be here to witness my best friend, Kimani Wanyoko, whom we joined together almost at the same time and we became friends instantly. And it went on and on and on, and now more than 30 years later, tuko pamoja. It gives me a lot of courage because I'm also on the way out. When I see my friend in good health, having worked for all those years, I'm also encouraged that my road to retirement will also be as good as his. Tumpigieni makofi tafadhali. I have known George together with his family, Mama Muso, and our daughter, for many. In fact, we used to visit one another. Sometimes we would meet in a Karatina when going about their business. But the good thing is that tumekaa na heshima kubwa. Amenigai, tunajua pia kuna mambo ambayo anaelewa, especially mambo ya mashamba. Tulianza tukiwa vijana wadogo na mpaka saa hizi ukimuuliza one or two things, he knows the latest regulations. And I'm happy that daughter Muthoni is now a lawyer. He's a lawyer. If you have any problems, tunaenda kwake. You have built a very good family, George, and I'm sure they will support you in your old age as you exit the service. The other thing I would like to encourage my fellow colleagues in the National Assembly and the Senate is kukaa pamoja. Actually, if you look at the two institutions, there is not much difference. Mostly the counties, the National Assembly constituencies, and special interests. But we normally do the same kind of work. And the kind of support I've gotten from the Senate since Gladys took over is immense. And what I'm now trying to do in the National Assembly is emulate what they have taught us for all those years. And you can see the results. Proper planning, training, mentoring young staff, like the ones who have joined. Recently we got a very huge number, and Amici, and we will back on your support to onboard them properly so that they can start working in the parliamentary service as young officers. So as we exit, there are new ones who are coming, and that is the nature of life. Finally, I'm very grateful for the Parliamentary Service Commission for having given us this opportunity to serve in the parliamentary service. And as we were told when we were in campus, when you become a university student, you must pay your dues to the society. And I think what George has done, you can comfortably say that he has paid his dues to the society. And maybe even me, I'm paying the final ones before I exit. So I'm very happy to be here, and my colleagues, I wish you all the best. Let us work together, both the Senate and the National Assembly. We have the Joint Services Commission Secretariat, so that we can achieve the ideals of Parliament. You know the mandate of members of Parliament. We are there to make them achieve them. And the process, let us work is not everything. You have the other side. You have your families, you have your parents, brothers and sisters. Usiendelee peke yako, wewe will leave others behind. Tusukume pamoja, and I'm sure everything will, at the end of everything, we will rejoice having been officers of the Parliamentary Service Commission. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, Stephen. I'm grateful. So, really, do you stand here and address most of your bosses, especially boss Peter.
To listen to the end of the song, but well, it's not my day, right? Yeah. Asanteni sana, you may take your seats. Thank you very much. Allow me to start by acknowledging our chief guest, Mr. George Wanyoko, accompanied by his lovely and gracious wife, Mrs. Wanyoko, and their lovely children who are here with us this evening. What a pleasure it is to have you. Thank you for bringing Dad and filling the table. Si kawaida. Ama ni kawaida. Can we give a clap to this beautiful family? Thank you. It's not every day, it's not on every occasion that we have family surrounding colleagues in such a beautiful way. So thank you for all taking time to accompany Dad this evening. I want to acknowledge the presence of the directors and the deputy directors, the heads of departments and all colleagues who are present this evening. George, as you look around, you're much loved. It is full. We are here, kabisa. Thank God that there were some apologies. Sijui wangeketi wapi. So we are grateful for the love that is overflowing for you this evening. Allow me to start by congratulating you, George, for this beautiful milestone. We know that getting to each milestone in life is such a blessing because it's not guaranteed. True? Yeah, it's really not guaranteed. So the fact that you've gotten to this beautiful milestone is something that we can only give thanks to God for, and look forward that we too will get to this beautiful milestone that he has led you to. Everybody has shared something about George. I want to share just 3 things that I have reflected on. There are many, like Tom said, but allow me to focus just on 3. Number 1, George, I have admired you in service for various things. And the first one I want to cite is for being a very reliable deputy. And of course I'll start there because I am a deputy. And because we also know that in the world of deputies, makali kidogo sipo, we have seen challenges between deputies and principals. Haven't we handled impeachments of deputies because they couldn't cope with principals? Or we've had deputies who say their offices were locked by the principals, or that the deputy is working hard to become, etc. So I have admired you as, in the time that you have served, as a faithful deputy to our retired Hansard editor, Mrs. Ndeda. She did not retire many years ago, but I know, and I can say even for her, because I have worked closely with the directorate, that you worked as a faithful deputy. And in the Association of Deputies, and we have a few here, I think, let me speak for us all. We continue to endeavor to be very much like you in our service. But let me also say that helped you to naturally fit into your role as the acting director, because you had worked, you had served together, you had steered the directorate together. This directorate has come from far, and many of you have had the accounts given. There's a table that was cited there. Most of them used to sit somewhere in KICC. My office was not far. And yes, it was very small and squished. And when the new ones came, now the new ones are not new at all. But when the new ones came, they had space to accommodate the new ones. And there was a lot of work going on. With Mr. Biggie and the others, you have steered this directorate from the little, the department that it was, first a department that was joined between the 2 houses when we started off, as before bicameralism, and then steered it from the nascent directorate department that it was to the thriving directorate that it currently is, which even has new officers, even increasing the numbers within the directorate. So thank you for your continued role, having served in the directorate and brought it to where it is. The second thing I wanted to mention about you, Mr. Wanyoko, is that you are a man of great humility. And I think it was said by Mr. Odiki, great humility. Most enviable. You have retired substantively as Deputy Director at Scale 14, but also as Acting Director in the Hansard Directorate. But the one thing about you is that you have kept your humility. You're real. You're very real. So you will not have a challenge. I do not expect that now you will be wondering who will open the doors for you or who will close them after you. You have stayed true to yourself, and that is something for us to learn. Contentment and humility. Great lessons from Mr. Wanyoko. Number 3, a very hard-working officer. For you, you are what I would describe as a true public officer. Your work ethic is to be admired. Work was work. When it was time to work, for you that was important, and it had to get done, and it had to get done right. And it's no wonder then that the Directorate has continued to flourish and to do so well under your leadership in various respects. But you've also been available to do much more, even outside the Directorate, and I know that the clerk has entrusted you with many tasks, even outside of the Directorate. And it's a lesson for us colleagues, that even as we serve, we must continue to recognize the sense of privilege that we have. Actually, the privilege that we have and the great honor that has been placed on us to serve our republic in the various roles. I know Mr. Wanyoko has said this over and over again, what a privilege it is to serve. So as we serve, may we give it our best. May we retire empty, like Mr. Wanyoko has done, because he has not hajaretire na deni yetu kikazi. If accounts were to be done in terms of his service to the institution, and whether there is anything outstanding, there is nothing outstanding. You've given it your all. And whatever you required to give the institution, you have given the institution. May we learn from him and emulate him. May we serve and serve with diligence. I want to thank your wife and your children for the support they've given you. It is not easy to serve and serve with diligence and distinction if things are not well at home. So we are grateful to your family that they have stood by you, supported you, ensured you left the house happy, and therefore when your colleagues came, they found a shoulder to lean on and an ear to listen, because if you were not in the space where you could provide that, you wouldn't have been able. So thank you to the family for being an anchor and support to Mr. Wanyoko as he has continued to serve. So it's a lesson for us colleagues. Hey, it's a lesson for us. May we also keep our families close. So 2 big lessons. We must serve and serve fully and optimally. But on the other hand, we must also serve family and serve it optimally. 2 big jobs. One is work and the other is family. Yeah, let's emulate what we have seen this evening in terms of service to the Republic, but also service to the family. Because, by the way, service to the family is also service to the Republic. Yeah, because you're also raising up people for the country, yeah, which makes life much easier for our land. So let's emulate what we have seen today. Finally, Mr. Wanyoko, outside of the lessons I have learned from you, let me also finally say that, like others have said, you've taught me to plan for retirement. And I've told you this, the beauty is it's not coming as a surprise. I have told you that you have taught me about planning for retirement. And yeah, Steve, niko hapo nyuma yako, sio mbele, but niko hapo, Maggie can confirm, siko mbali. We must plan for retirement, we must also embrace it. So as I have watched you prepare for your retirement, and I think the Hansard Directorate, by the way, is a directorate to learn a lot in terms of preparation for retirement. Colleagues, we saw Mrs. Deda, did we not? Yeah, and now we've seen Mr. Wanyoko, have we not? Yeah, we are blessed that we have had the opportunity to see and therefore to prepare for ourselves. I want to emphasize what Ms. Igane said about financial planning. I had the opportunity at some point to chair the pensions board, and she didn't mention that she's our current chair of the pensions board. And when you serve in that position, you really get to interact quite a bit with matters returning, because you have to sign off, isn't it, Ms. Igani? The checks, the final payoffs to retired colleagues, and I'm sure you've signed off George's already, which is why you spoke as you did. You must plan financially. And those who joined, who are the younger ones now? I know now they used to be the younger, now I see people looking behind, I see them also. Yeah? Trust me, not long ago, everybody has said, everybody here at some point was the younger ones. Yeah, suddenly you find you're not quite the younger ones. So I want to encourage us. That matter called AVC, Additional Voluntary Contributions Towards Your Pension. Please take it very seriously if you haven't already. How you start is by going to Ms. Waters' office and asking her, if I retired today, what would my pension look like? If I retired at 40, at 50, at 60, what would my pension look like? When you get your figure for 60, I think you will do AVC, like Mr. Wanyoko has done. So if you see his pension, and Sisemi Mumuitisha no kesho, but the point is, he planned for retirement. So let's follow and emulate him in that regard. Number two, of course, as we plan for retirement, the social networks. Somebody mentioned the many things that he does outside work, the workspace, and the many things he's involved in. Please let's build our networks beyond the office. And of course, psychologically, let's embrace and look forward to retirement. So many lessons for us, even as we all prepare for retirement. So Mr. Wanyoko, I wish you well. I join others in wishing you a lot of joy and good health and a long life, even as you transition in this beautiful new phase. Please be our John the Baptist. Prepare the way. We are coming, yeah? So prepare it and prepare it well. I want to read just one verse, two verses actually, but in one. Psalm 92, verse 12 to 14, it says, the righteous will flourish like a palm tree. They will grow like a cedar of Lebanon, planted in the house of the Lord. They will flourish in the courts of our God. They will still bear fruit in old age. They will now old, and they will stay fresh and green. They will stay fresh and green. So my prayer for you, of course, is that you will continue to flourish like these cedars of Lebanon. I've never been to Lebanon, but I met a lady who has been, and she said those cedars are real. They really are, they are great trees. No wonder they are referenced in the Bible. So may you flourish like them, and may you continue to bear fruit. You have clearly borne a lot of fruit in your service here, and as was mentioned, that fruit will continue to bear more fruit. But may you continue to bear fruit even in the new phase of your life. Mbarikiwe sana, the Wanyoko family. We appreciate you. May God bless you in the days to come. Asanteni sana.
Established protocols. Good evening to the colleagues of Mr. George. We stand here as the family, and I want first of all to introduce them to you. I know they are known to many of you because George kept introducing us to his colleagues, but I want to introduce them to you. I want to start from the young one. From this side, I have the youngest in the house, Eliphaz Muigai, who is named after my father, and a very good friend of Mr. George. They are always together, calling one another Mzee and Dad. Next to him is our lovely daughter, who is a daughter to my husband's brother, but we've been taking care of her. We've taken her to school, so she's one of us. Her name is Nancy Mokuhe, Nancy has been living with us, and she is a daughter to my husband's brother. Next here, the big man next to me is the real Wanyoko. You've been calling Wanyoko Wanyoko. He's not the real Wanyoko. Wanyoko is Kimani. We know him as Kim. This is the real Wanyoko. Francis Wanyoko is our second born. He's also DJ, so he can take that other seat. He's called DJ Kido. Next is our beautiful, lovely daughter, who is as old as Mr. Wanyoko has served in Parliament. Because when we joined there, she has just been born. Her name is Andona Mudhoni. She's a counsel. Have I introduced you correctly? Yeah. She's an advocate of the High Court. And we are grateful to be here this evening to celebrate our father, our dad, and of course, my love. Because I'm a teacher of English, I've been teaching my students to write speeches, so I decided to do what I teach. And I wrote a speech, so you will allow me to read the speech. So to all the friends, the colleagues of Mr. Wanyoko and family, today is a special day as we gather to celebrate the retirement of my dear husband after 32 years of dedicated service in Parliament. Many of you have spoken about the public servant. For me, I have the honor to speak about the man behind the name. I've heard that most of you have been calling him Sir George, I don't know, Wanyoko, and those other names. But to me, he is simply Kim, as simple as that, Kim. That is what he is to me. And therefore, for many years, I've had the honor of knowing him as the man behind that title we've been talking about. The devoted husband, the loving father, and beyond his professional achievement, I would like to speak about the man we know and love at home. To our family, he's been much more than a dedicated employee of Parliament. He has been a loving husband, a caring father, and a dependable pillar of our family. Through every season of life, he has led our home with wisdom, with patience, and kindness. My dear husband, throughout our years together, you've been my greatest source of support and encouragement. You have celebrated my successes, stood by me during the challenges, and filled our home with love and laughter. Your respect, faithfulness, and devotion have been the foundation of our marriage. As a father, you've been an exceptional role model. You have taught our children the values of integrity, hard work, humility, and compassion. Your guidance and unconditional love have shaped them into the people they are today. Even with the demands of a busy career, you have always made time for your family. Whether it was offering advice, sharing a meal, attending family events, or simply being there when we needed you most. You showed us that family is a treasure worth prioritizing. Today, as we celebrate your retirement, we also celebrate the husband, father, and family man you've been. Your greatest achievement is not only the remarkable career you have built, but also the loving family you have nurtured and the lives you have touched. We are deeply grateful for your love, your sacrifice, and your unwavering commitment to us. We love you. We appreciate you, and we are incredibly proud of you. My dear husband, today I want to tell you how proud I am of you. Your dedication, perseverance, and unwavering work ethic has been an inspiration to our family and to everyone who has had the opportunity to work alongside you. The respect and admiration expressed by your colleagues are a testament to the remarkable legacy you have left behind. As you retire from this chapter of your life, remember that retirement is not the end. It is the beginning of a new and exciting journey. It is now time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Spend more time with family and friends. Pursue your passion and create new memories. On behalf of our family, I would like to thank everyone who has supported him through his career. Your friendship, cooperation, and encouragement have meant so much to him and to us. My love, congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. May this new season of life bring you good health, happiness, peace, and fulfillment. We celebrate not only your years of service, but also the wonderful person you are. Thank you for your dedication, your sacrifice, and your example. We are immensely proud of you. Congratulations on your well-deserved retirement, and may God richly bless the years ahead. Amen. Thank you so much. I know many of you, sorry, of the written one. I want to say that I met George just a few years before he joined Parliament, and therefore it's like I have also been partly working in Parliament, because especially after Corona, he started working home, and that is the time I got to know what he does. I didn't know what this Hansard business is all about. I got to know what he does. All of us, in fact, I remember the young boy asking, Dad, what is this you are typing all this time? And we got to learn what Hansard is. And I can remember he could read for me a sentence and he could ask me, Madam, because you are a teacher of English, do you think it is making sense? And we could bargain, structure it together, and we work over it, and then he reads for me and tells me, can you listen? Is it okay? And I could say, it is okay, and then he says, okay, because you are a teacher of English, I agree with you. I don't know you are talking about semantics, I don't know you are talking about order of the words, but I agree with you. So we worked with him since during Corona, and I've enjoyed, in fact, I told him, in my other life, I want to be a Hansard editor, if it is going to happen. Thank you so much for supporting him and supporting the family. I know we are known to many of you. We know you, Mama Michelle there, you know, Baba Gaki, Baba Nyanje. We've been together with you, and we thank you for taking good care of him. And now you have left him, and you're releasing him to our hands. Know that he's in safe hands. He has established a very safe space with his family, and I know that he's going to live very many years. Najua wale watu wenye wanakaa kama yeye hawazeeki. He's going to live very many years. Welcome home. We love you, and we shall be with you. We shall support you, and we shall give you the peace that you require in this phase of your life. Thank you so much.
I was looking at George right now. When your family stands in front of you and they say some words, it's only that you cannot shed a tears around you try to destroy. But I'm showing your heart. Kamemwagika kamoja tu kale kadogo tu. So as Elijah, as you prepare to welcome a guest of honor in line of duty, I would assume, is truly Africa. born in Africa and became Africa. Okay. Yes, who said Gigi go to university? At least we have witnesses here, Tom. Yeah? I think one of our workshops in Naivasha or somewhere he was addressing us. Yes. No, when he hears that, you can be very sure it is a Moro, kama Nyandarua, and one of those. Yes. Dubai, Desert Drive. This is someone's graduation, and he's transported someone to school. I think I'll come for pro bono services. So some of the faces here, hey, some have retired. I can see Kasura. Tom, is that you, Scotty? Hey, oh, okay. Next one. Yeah, look at that infectious smile. Very nice. You know, those days, before joining campus, you had to join NYS. It was for 6 months, 3 months, building the nation. So, I can remember this is Mrs. Munga, isn't it? This lady, the department I was working before, they had refused to release me. So Mrs. Munga came and held my hand. Kijana yangu twende. I want to see who anasema you cannot come work for me in the Senate ni nani. That's why I came to the Senate. You were twende. Oh my. I had the next one. Well, at least I can see Kasura, I can see Tom. Our former director. T-Time. That's a former editor, National Assembly, for those who don't know her. The one on the left. Mutugi, director is that you? On this side. I'm trying to see who's the rest. Yeah, I think someone was being, is it? Or someone was being Rashid's dowry ceremonies. He was always a sportsman, if you can remember in our games. He was part of the rally team. Is it 4x1 or 4x4? That one. And now, behind every successful man, there is a woman. So thank you so much. That's enough. So Elijah, please line up our men here. This side, if you know you are a man, even from here, kindly, this one now I request, from here I request, but now from where?
Vamos
That was 1994. I told my boss that, Madam Shani, I told my boss when I came to support Parliament that before I start working, kindly allow me 1 month to go back where I was teaching to complete the syllabus. For me, I would not have left those young men having not completed the syllabus. Do you know what Mr. John told me? George, I'll give you 1 month and a half. Then you come back and your position will be there. I want to underscore that point of dedication. And allow me, Mrs. Shangi, I start by recognizing the people that I've worked with in this journey. To start with, I appreciate the staff, the supporting staff. These are Kina Brian, secretaries. I've even seen Eli Kikoich. When I was serving as the STC, Senate Joint Committee, and he worked with me. I would not have made this as a chair without these people. Can we put our hands together and appreciate it? The next group I want to recognize is the audio officer. And Student Joanna, Nature was working. When I left Stacy in charge of committee work and audio. So she's there. Always consult her in anything. And you people, audio officers, you are wonderful. Every time I would ask for, this is audio clips or video clips, you would easily avail them for us when they were requested by the senators and other politicians. So I would pray that you continue doing the same. Then there's the reporters. I remember, as it has been said here, that I will ask you to distribute the work. And knowing one thing you didn't know, I was mentoring you. That's why I wasn't giving you 10 things. Write this instruction, but you could share it, I would take it, but I was mentoring you. Today I stand here, starting my second phase of life, knowing that I've left very strong women, men in the Hansard. For the first level editors, you know how we used to. Not really borrowing, but in life, you cannot make everyone happy. And for me, my calling was work, work, work. Mrs. Shangi, it is somewhere, some people say, and for a good reason. One day when you're going to retire. Not because of anything bad, but because I was giving them a lot of work. And for me, I was shaping them. Today, they walk shoulder high. See, maybe clap for yourself. Then there's another group that I would like to organize. This is the editors, including Kinamutungi, those who are in the National Assembly and Senate. It's because I danced a lot. So, this is the management team in both houses. You are wonderful people. I remember when we would have those fortnightly meetings, we discuss what you want to tell the reporters and the audio officer. The election moved very well, and Mrs. Gishangi, I am bequeathing you a very strong team. They will never let you down, both in the National Assembly and Senate. So it is my prayer that one day you will also reach this age. It's a good feeling. Ichwala, I'm already 60. Not that, in fact, I'm already 60. It only 10 days. A senior citizen. When I left Hazard platform, I joined senior platform. There is a platform that was started by Gashua, by the way. So when you retire, you exit from one platform, but there's that wonderful where we have the show is there, CRI. All those people have retired. But let me give you an advice. It has been talked about the investment. The only investment I would like you to do is No, it's not like that. It's because I've done, and of course I'm excited. That's why, and of course I'm an old man. So the investment is very good. Investment. And Parliamentary Service Commission has provided you an investing platform, AVC, additional voluntary contribution. Let me tell you, if you have about 30 years remaining, and maybe you contribute to one additional 2,000, 3,000, at my age, you will smile to the bank. Let me tell you, this is how I was working my son. If you allow me to say, I was looking at my net. Then I asked myself, if I retire, will I get 2/3 of this net? That is what guided me. And like Ms. Shishani said, to put on a parent, we can take porridge, a glass of coffee, because I'm organized. I really thank God for that. And this is the way I did it. When I was, people have talked about detouring. You know, I go for the finer things in life. Yeah. So what I did, some of you, they know that also God blessed me like a small harrier. When I took the car loan, once I completed paying, I said this amount that I was paying, I don't need it now. I took it to pension contribution. You see that? But you must sacrifice. There's no shortcut. There are people who like to see their best a fat one. Reduce it for 2,000. And then, attending retirement meetings. You know, people used to say, are you meeting there in our Nyoko? Kindly be attending those meetings because you learn a lot. She was a bit, yeah. It is very, very important. And then, it has been said about investment in land, which I say it is true. But there's also, you can invest in shares, stock market. There are so many other things you can do. Let me tell you, because I've had the opportunity to interact with few retirees. Some of them, they are leading miserable life. Unakutana mtu, unaongea kidogo, nakwambia, instead of buying me lunch, nipatie hiyo pesa. Unamwambia, which number can I send that one? Anakwambia, not this one, because this one has freezer. So we don't want to be able to live like that. I would like to see people when you leave the form of employment, you continue with your life, and it is possible, and you can make it possible right away. Are we together? Yes. Then, I will also, I've talked about the editors there, I've talked about the readers there. Let me, before I come here, let me also talk about this family. This family has been wonderful. And I know, you see, I'm going back to them a strong person and a wise person. So we'll continue living with them. And Buge has also taught me, not bad thing, but good thing. That it's always good to be in a holiday. Sindio? Like me, I've worked for that 2 years. Don't I deserve a holiday? I deserve. From my own pocket. Yes. Next month I'll be going to Singapore and Malaysia. And that one was my first trip without bad behavior, not myself. It's very, very important. And I'm going there for 14 days. We go to Singapore before you figure to Malaysia. All this, I'm giving it because it's the glory to God. Unafika pale unajitushia nini? Shukrani. It is very, very important. So, after this one, I will talk about this family here. You know, I believe in family. That's why I started because they are family. It's family. Now, Mtungi here, I worked with him many, many years. Tom, Wafula, and also the other deputy clerk, Sarah Nguri. We were with them in Igatu. You saw that commander went half kind of hair. There, it was me. And it's a testament that I went to university. Yeah. So my papers, then, Ondili, we have never walked to Ondili. As he said, I want to go to details. But he has been a good man, and he understands his hands. In fact, there's the two gentlemen here, and that table there, we have even coached and trained counter-assembly hands and staff. Because when the devolution came, there was no hands, so we trained them. We are going home and going home. I have a person knowing that even in the counties, the departments are running. Then Maggie, she has been a good friend with Akina who teach. So we thank you for working with us. Tell the director we are happy that I'm going to having, and that, like what the Bishop said here, the Maggie's office is very efficient, and Water's office is very efficient. Mimi nimekula peshani yangu. Yes, I'm smiling all over. Because we have, another what I'm trying to say is that Parliamentary Service Commission is a good employer. Some people retire and they die without seeing their pension. Lastly but not least, let me talk about my immediate supervisor, Madam Gishai. We have worked with him, guiding the young one in the directorate. And that monthly love, you have made them to be the media. I remember when you used to come to our editorial meeting, you could learn from us how we do the answer. You remember the other time I came when we were doing the interview, and we did so well. So I thank you very much. I don't want to talk much, but I wish you all the very best. Thank you for the best wishes. I wish you God's blessing as you continue to take this institution of Parliament to greater heights. Mungu awabariki sana.
Before the director sit down, the ladies, mzaezi kuja hapa tu alafu anaketi tu kama, I mean surely, from behind there, ladies, sasa the men.
Guest, Mr. Wanyoko George, we appreciate you. Our Deputy Clerk, Madam E.G., thank you for gracing this occasion. And all other senior colleagues who are here, our acting editor, Mr. Ondigi, and all of you colleagues. You'll agree with me, it's been an incredible session. We've enjoyed ourselves, we've enjoyed the food, we've enjoyed the company of Mr. Wanyoko and his lovely family. I want to concur with everyone who talked about you and your family. Because when I first landed in Parliament, I used to sit with Mr. Wanyoko. You remember, Madam? You used to find me there. I was a young reporter, and I can tell you, Mr. Wanyoko is one person who I will agree with everyone that he can really calm you. We were straight from the university, we were hyper, just like some of these people who are feeling quite hyper. And I can tell you, it was not easy to settle in because we found other bosses that you have not found. Some used to speak loudly, and I remember, after all these parties, People want to remain behind after the real party. They want another party after party. And one of our colleagues kept on telling us, let's move from this party to the other party. And Mr. Onyoko, being the very calm, composed person he is, he told her, you just go, but we are coming. So Stacy, me and you will take this taxi, we follow. But then when we entered the taxi, Mr. Onyoko told me, uende kwa room yako kumekuwa usiku, mimi ninaenda kwa hotel yangu kumekuwa usiku. And that was it, it closed the chapter. So I want to really appreciate him, because you're there, he's your boss, but he's also your mentor, he becomes your big brother, he becomes your father, whichever situation you find yourself in, and that one I cannot forget. Yeah, so we've come to another session where we want to appreciate Mr. Onyoko. We've been doing it, but we have other small tokens that we'd like to appreciate him with. And right now I want to tell you guys that the M-Pesa number for Mr. Onyoko is open. It's open. It's open. Tafadhali, please start flashing him, sending him whatever you have, whatever you've come with. Those who have gifts, this is just a token of appreciation, Mr. George. Very small token of appreciation, just to show our gratitude and appreciation for the good work you've done for the bank. Thank you enough. It is only God who can thank you for your effort. Bless you. All those blessings, I'm sure they're even being showered onto you right now as we speak. So we can never appreciate you enough. But again, we cannot also say that we will not give you something small. I mean, to appreciate you, we have something that we have prepared for you. My colleagues and I came together and made some small contribution, very humble contribution, that will be passed on to you through your phone by Dolorosa, I think, right? Yeah, so I will not mention the amount. That is for you and Mama Mudoni. So let's appreciate colleagues who have contributed. Thank you so much. Thank you, colleagues. Whoever made a sacrifice to contribute, thank you so much. There is always a time for each and every one of us. So when this chance comes, don't feel like it's too much of a task to contribute, because one day you'll also need the same, to be appreciated the same way. So thank you so much, colleagues who came through. We also have another gift for you. We have another token for you, and this is a special gift that Dolorosa helped us to source. Where is it Brian? Brian, come and help me hand over these gifts. We really thought a lot. We sat down. In fact, a committee was formed to even decide, what do we give Mr. Onyoko? People made phone calls. What do you think is the best thing for him? We didn't know then. Some people said, let's buy him a washing machine. But we said, you want to tell me, Mr. Onyoko, at this time, they don't have a washing machine? And we said, no, it can't be. Someone else said, let's buy a TV. We said, no, they have a TV. And even someone suggested, that one I won't tell you, but in fact we were like, no. He's worked for over 30 years, there are some things we will not give him, because we definitely know that he has. The only thing we could have increased probably is money, which we fell short. But again, we decided the best thing was to give you a gift that you will be waking up in the morning, and in one of your rooms, when you look at it, you will remember your colleagues you were working with. So we came up with this portrait. Mr. Onyoko, kindly. With Mama Mudoni. Yeah, you can come on this side. Yeah, we came up with this portrait. This is, what are you cutting it with?
Congratulations, he has done.
Mr. Wanyoko himself, Sir George. And down here it's written, congratulations on your retirement, George. Parliament of Kenya, July 1994, the year that he started working, to June 2026. Congratulations, George. Congratulations. I hope you've taken a photo. Please show it to the ones who are sitting at that side. You can turn it. Yeah. How much is in the check? But that one will be handed over to you later. So there are a few goodies for you. Last but not least, I have a card that was signed by my colleagues that you'll want to have a look at. And this card reads, Happy Retirement, Mr. Wanyoko. Thank you for your leadership, guidance, and friendship. Your legacy will remain inspiring. Enjoy your well-deserved retirement and the adventure ahead. And this is the card. You can see even a few photos appended on it. Very unique. Yeah. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Yeah. You've started a new chapter. Yeah. So you're most welcome. So colleagues, I'd invite you, if you have a gift for Mr. Wanyoko, kindly you may come forward. 0721 if you have your phone. 0721 828 828 267. I will repeat. 0721 828 267. Colleagues, thank you, because I can hear his phone beeping. Yeah, please, your gift. Time to think about Wanyoko. And one of the things that kept coming to our mind is the calmness and the peace that Wanyoko has been to us. So we also didn't really know what to give, but we have a small gift here. And it reads that it's a new chapter. Enjoy what you love. Explore new interests, because we don't want you to sit down. We want you to do new things. Create happy moments with those who matter most. Because I have lived with Wanyoko all my life, by the way. I'm a creation of Wanyoko, and I know what it means to him to be with the family. And there's a small card here. I'm not going to open it because it was signed in my house by my daughter. They will open when they get home. And she said that, Anko Wanyoko, you have not retired. You have just left one phase and joined another one. We still need you. We value you. We honor you. Thank you.
Please welcome this gracious lady.
Wow, what a beautiful night. You've all referred to him as Mr. Wanyoko, Sir George, Kim. To me, he's always been G. I don't know, I think I got that name from Nyawera or somebody. So we call him G for George. Sir George, G he's been my friend. Oh, G, this is difficult. When, we have the Bunge platform WhatsApp, when his line was removed from that platform, I called Nyawera to rant. I was like, how can they remove him? We are yet to accept that he's going, and now they are removing him. That's how difficult it is to let you go. But it shall be well and not talk. It's time for us to celebrate and eat together the last meal, hopefully for the evening. So we will have the cake wheeled in so that we can all cut and share and have a bite. So kindly, Mr. DJ, Mr. Saji, situtaleta keki. Naomba ladies, twende tusindikize keki, tuilete, tukate, tukule. Sindio? It's celebration. Yes? Okay. Kate, twendeni. Mr. Wanyoko. And that's what we all wish for you. So I'll kindly, so that we don't take a lot of time, I'll kindly invite you, plus Mama Udoni, and I'll also kindly invite Madam E.G., who's been working very closely with our boss, Madam, yes. Kindly.
Go.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Mtungi. And then I will, when Mr. Wanyoko was acting director, he worked very closely with Madam Maimuna and Brian Dindi. Please come. Maimuna, kindly come. And Mr. Brian Dindi. Yeah, kindly come. The rest of us, I think we just cut and distribute the cake because of time. So Madam Maimuna was his secretary. And then Brian Dindi. Thank you so much, Mr. Wanyoko. We thank God for you. So we will cut the cake and share it with the rest of us. God bless you. Thank you. Back to the MC.
I'm last to speak, I guess, but I have the greatest opportunity to also steal a little time to say a word before I give the vote of thanks and say, Mr. Wanyoko, thank you so much for the inspiration, for the mentorship, for the guidance, and for the friendship. We've been friends for very long, and that friendship has spread even to your family, and this is not the end of it. Asante sana, Mr. Wanyoko. I wish you all the best. To the vote of thanks, ladies and gentlemen, our vote of thanks, first of all, goes to God Almighty. And since 1994 to 2026, how many years are those? 32. It has taken the hand of God. Every day Mr. Wanyoko has come to work. He has traveled on the road, he has traveled on the air, and we thank God that he has taken care of him. So we are thankful to him. And tell your neighbor, hata wewe utafika hapo. Yeah, tell your neighbor you will get there. Yeah, even the youngest who have 30-something years of service to go, utafika hapo. So we thank God. Our other vote of thanks go to Mr. Wanyoko, our chief guest. So many good things have been said about you, and many things will continue to be said about you. Keep a good legacy. Importantly is Mr. Wanyoko's family. Thank you, Mama Muthoni, Kido Muthoni, Muigai, Mokuhe. Thank you so much. In Kikuyu, we usually say, family teno, mwami onileko, mwa family teno, gai ni mwega, natumatumione. Yes, by the time Kipkoech and the other Erica are out of here, they should have learned the Murima language. Yeah. Our other vote of thanks, and very important, is to the Parliamentary Service Commission, our employer, our dear employer, and represented here this evening by Ms. Gishangi. Thank you so much for the support. Kindly pass our thanks to the Clerk of the Senate for the support he has accorded us. We also want to thank our Acting Director, Mr. Ondigi. Asante sana, Mr. Ondigi. He is mentoring us very well. We are not left lost. We are in a good space. I also want to thank the Directorate of Human Capital, represented here by Madam Igai. We have Nelly Rotich also, who was here. Please, we will thank you. They've taken care of our welfare. They've taken care of Mr. Wanyoko's welfare over the years. Asante sana. It's good to have a sister or a brother, isn't it? Yeah. And we have our sister directorate. Let me use sister directorate, led by Mr. Mutungi. They may sit on the far wing of the National Assembly, lakini we are like Siamese twins. Tunapendana sana, we consult a lot, and we thank you so much for coming and representing other colleagues. Asanteni sana. We also have friends from the larger parliamentary family. Nimeona Kipungeno hapo. Nimeona colleagues from PPU. And Anyakuti, asante sana. Thank you so much for coming. All colleagues from other directorates. We don't take it for granted that you took your time to come here. I want to also recognize a very special group of people. The people who have taken their time to organize this event. Please, Dolorosa, stand up. Helen Maka, if you're around. Ochie, This team is a wonderful team. This is our welfare team, and we want to thank them specifically for pulling this one out. It's such a beautiful event. Thank you so much. We also want to thank Olesereli Hotel. It's my first time here, and I must say I love this place. Thank you so much for hosting us and making our event beautiful. To our lovely MCs, Njoroge and Chwara, asante sana. And to recognize our MCs, I would request us to stand up. We do something we normally do when we have special occasions. In Kikuyu land, and I'm sure in many communities in Kenya, chapatis are such a big deal. I don't know whether some people don't find them a big deal, but in Kikuyu community they are such a big deal. So when we are making chapatis, please stand up. We normally would roll the duck. Roll the duck. Can we roll again, please? We are rolling for Njoroge. We are rolling for Ichwara. Let us place it on the hand. Thank you so much. Friends, this is not the end of it. They say the goodness of a party is known by how long it lasts in the night. So this is not the end of it. Please hang around, take a picture of two with Mr. Wanyoko, say hi to his family, and wish him all the best. Thank you so much, everyone, for turning up. Without you, this will not have been a success. God bless you all. Asanteni sana.
Thank you, Hortensia. I think for last session, Elijah, sikuje umalize maneno ya picha. And Hortensia, some people here, they could be auditors of Kikuyu. Looks can be deceiving. Don't ask me how I know, but wengine wanaongea Kikuyu yote fluently.
Uhoro wenyu. Mada haya ma Kenya nĩtũrenda gwĩta Mr. Wanyoko na andũ a audio ũkamũhũrwe mbica. Watu wa audio kujeni mbio mbio.
Oh, sorry.
Wakalia hapa kwa sababu nimewaita kuje.
The sun is shining, it's a brand new day. No more deadlines, no more Monday craze. Pack your bags, take a trip, sail away. It's your time now, go and seize the day. You've worked so hard, now take a bow. The world is yours to wander now. Happy retirement, dance and sing. No more worries, spread your wings. Time to laugh, time to play. Every day's a holiday. No alarm clocks, just the ocean breeze. Coffee slow, take life at ease. Write a book, plant some trees. Do whatever, you're finally free. Years of hustle, now it's done. Welcome to the time for fun. Happy retirement, dance and sing. No more worries, spread your wings. Time to laugh, time to play. Every day's a holiday. Memories made and stories to tell. A brand new chapter, living it well. So raise a glass to all you've done. The best is now, the fun's begun. Happy retirement, dance and sing. No more worries, spread your wings. Time to laugh, time to play. Every day's a holiday. Cheers to you, let the good times roll. Living free, feeling whole. Smiles and sunshine every day. Happy retirement, enjoy the way.